What's up, YouTube? Back in a video from Kyiv, Ukraine. Today, visiting a cemetery. So today I'm going to go to the Baikove Cemetery, or the Baikove Cemetery, and I realize some of you may think that's a little weird. During my travels, I actually go to cemeteries quite a bit. So first reason is because people generally don't talk to me and they leave me alone. Second reason is because unlike the U.S., a lot of cemeteries in Europe, they're really beautiful inside. I've been to quite a few cemeteries. I've been to the, I forget the name of the cemetery in Paris. Well, Jim Morris is buried. Oscar Wilde's buried there. All around the world. I've been to Lafayette, number 1, number 2 cemeteries in New Orleans. I've been to several other cemeteries in Paris, Czech, all throughout Germany. And so I'd never been to a Ukrainian cemetery. So I looked one up online, found this one, thought it was pretty cool. A lot of famous people buried here. And there's something special about this one that the other ones don't have, so you have to watch the video to see what that is. So I'm going to turn around and show you the gate. Here's the main gate to Baikove, apologies. And we will go check it out. Here's one of the side gates to the cemetery. There's 3 or 4 like this gate along the strip. I cannot read what it says up there. I don't read Latin. Something to do with a domino, not domini. I can't read that. So seems like it just goes on forever. I need to look online and see how big the cemetery actually is. It's a pretty unique grave. Christos Voxeris, means Christ is risen. See a lot of the busts here. It's really Soviet style. Rather large one in the background there. I think here's one of the family mausoleums. Got the angel standing on the head of Satan there. There's another one up here as well. You know, some of these in Paris you can actually see inside of them. There's just a gate, like a wrought iron gate, and then there's no other door. The inside's open. This place is like a maze. Wow, I wonder how old these are. Wow, this one's open. I wonder if the graves were moved because there's no photos or anything in here. Hopefully they weren't wasn't robbed. It's a really unique one here with the backdrop. I don't know, I guess in the kitchen you call it a backsplash. I don't know what it is here. Sorry, I'm trying to get the sun out of the way. Okay, one of the reasons I wanted to come out here today was to show you this monstrosity behind me. So what you're looking at over my shoulder is actually an authentic Soviet crematorium. From what I read online, shortly after the crematorium was built, they were afraid people would think that it was like a structure used for mass incinerations or you know, some genocide type stuff like happened in Nazi Germany. So what they decided to do was to build these add these concrete columns around the structure to make it look a little more aesthetically pleasing. I've walked around it once. We're in luck. It's open. On the far side from me now, they're actually holding a service, but on the other end there's another one of these pods that are open and it's empty. So I'll walk down through there and see what we can see what it looks like from the inside. Okay, one of the reasons I wanted to come out here today was to show you this monstrosity behind me. So what you're looking at over my shoulder is actually an authentic Soviet crematorium. From what I read online, shortly after the crematorium was built, they were afraid people would think that people would think it was like a structure used for mass incinerations or you know, some genocide type stuff like happened in Nazi Germany. So what they decided to do was to build these add these concrete columns around the structure to make it look a little more aesthetically pleasing. I've walked around it once. We're in luck. It's open. On the far side from me now, they're actually holding a service, but on the other end there's another one of these pods that are open and it's empty. So I'll walk down through there and see what we can see what it looks like from the inside. Really is a strange structure as far as the design. Can't tell if there's three total out here, or just there's two and then some other buildings side over there. I just walked in the one that's the service is going on. They were actually still viewing the body, so I didn't want to walk in there and film anything. But I walked down here in the middle of the buildings, kind of let you see what this looks like here. A strange modernistic Soviet space-esque architecture. I completely made that up. I don't know anything about architecture. Sounded good though. Okay, that was the Soviet Crematorium. Let's go check out some more of the cemetery. It's like a pretty good sized family plot here. Well, I read there's several artists and actors and writers and politicians and quite a few prominent people buried in the cemetery, so I'm not sure who this is, so it's maybe one of the ones that I'll have to look up. Something I've never seen before. People are actually interred right on the side of the hill, so I'm assuming I've seen a couple of these open. They're just like holes here, so I'm assuming they are cremated and their urns are put in there. I've never seen that in any of the other countries I've been in before. Stefan Turcek, the composer. Have to look him up as well. I like the Cossack on top. These plots down here maybe don't look as how do I want to say this? Maybe up top there is where some of the richer people were buried. Of course, this could just be an older area. I don't know how the cemetery is broken up. Trying to look at some of the dates on the graves. Oh, mosquitoes are driving me crazy here. I don't think I'm going to go much further down here. (1883) born. See a lot of these down here, just more of the simple markers, not quite as extravagant as the ones on top of the hill. You know, I really got to say that between the carvings and the etched photos on the marbles, and then things like this, you really do. Les was a poet and a perkleedach, which is like a teacher, not at a university. It's a vikleedach, so the perkleedach is like maybe high school or below. And then the dancer as well. Like I said, you really get a sense of who these people were in life. So wow, it's a lot different than the cemeteries in the States, especially. I've seen a lot of soldiers' graves here, and a lot of them had passed away before the breakup of the Soviet Union. So a lot of them you still see with the hammer, sickle, and the stars on. I've seen a couple of them have died after Ukraine gained its independence, but they're still wearing the stars. So something I never thought of, after the Soviet Union collapsed and Ukraine gained independence, if a soldier was still serving in the military after independence was gained, and they were given medals under the Russian Soviet, or under the Soviet Union, I wonder if they reissued those medals in Ukrainian. Like one I have, the Hammer and Sickles Defense of the Motherland, but it's Soviet Union. So I wonder if Ukraine has something like that. They reissued the soldiers. Never thought about it. So next time I see a soldier, I'm gonna have to ask. Curious. This cemetery is huge. I'm still on the main street when I came in through the gates. I've walked off to the sides a little bit, but see behind me is still the main street. There's all these streets that go off to the sides on both sides of me. And this thing goes on forever. Probably the biggest cemetery I've ever been in. Whew. Okay, this is pretty cool. I don't know if this is just a memorial to the cosmonauts or if this is actually a cosmonaut's grave. Columbia shuttle. Oh. Yeah, they all signed from the U.S. They were in the Columbia shuttle. I'm sorry, not the, they didn't sign, it's their signatures. That's not the one that exploded. No, that was the Challenger. I'm sorry. Shows you how bad my history is. I remember the day I was sitting in class and the principal came in and told us that the space shuttle blew up. So this is actually one of the cosmonauts here. Wow. That's pretty cool. I am not 100% sure who this is. I have to look it up. I like the Chihuahua though. Some of these are amazing. Oh, this is actually in English. Oh, it's a Shakespeare quote. So long as men can breathe, their eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Wow, some of these graves are just amazing. Look at this one here. Lubit Ukraine, love Ukraine. Oh, is the sun gonna mess with me here? Some of these look crazy over here. Don't know how to get up to some of these, and I don't know what they consider. Oh, look at this. Football player, soccer player. 2017, not so old. Wow. I don't know if the sun is going to cooperate here, but I'm going to try to get up here. Last name here is Kirpa. Heroi Ukraina. He's a hero of Ukraine. So I wonder what this is. I really want to see this. Try to walk to the other side as well. Wow. They love their footballers here. There's like 3 right in a row. He actually has a Kyiv Dynamo jersey on as well. Tyson Andre. Also another Dynamo Kyiv player. Now here's a soldier's grave back here, died in 1974. So obviously that was long before the breakup of the Soviet Union. You see the star down here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here, or else I could literally spend all day here. I've been here for probably 2 hours, and like I said, I barely walked off the main road, and the kind of the reddish clay gate I showed you before I walked in here, oh, mulberry tree, out on the main street, the kind of reddish gate I showed you, there's like 5 or 6 of those. So there's different sections of the cemetery on both sides of the main street, and when I say main street, I don't mean here, this gate I just came in, so I don't mean this street to the cemetery. I mean the main street in the city. There's parts of the cemetery on the other side as well. So it would literally take me probably more than one day to go through this whole cemetery. One thing I noticed is I don't think there's really a staff here to take care of the plots. So on the main building up here, I see like shovels and picks and rakes and things like that. And I see people all throughout the cemetery carrying, the old flowers, weeds, things like this. Deposited them in receptacles like this. So I think it's incumbent upon the family to take care of the family plots. So I see a lot of people come out here on Sundays, and this is what they do for their Sunday. They come out, take care of the plots for their loved ones that have passed on. So really interesting. Try to find a smaller cemetery maybe in the future and see what, if all of them look like this, if this is a particularly special cemetery, anything like that. So well, thanks for watching, and as always, I'll post some links about the cemetery in the description below if you want to read on it, and I'll see you soon.